Proud to serve northeastern and central Pennsylvania. This is WNEP TV 16, the news station. Now, Frank Andrews, Marisa Burke, meteorologist Paul Hepner's backyard forecast, and Jay Christopher's sports. This is Newswatch 16 this morning.
Good morning, everyone. 28 and a half minutes before 7, and today is Thursday. It is the 17th of April. In a moment on Newswatch 16 this morning, we will tell you at what level the Susquehanna River is right now and how the recent rains have affected it. But first, we'll find out if we're going to get more rain today. And here's meteorologist Paul Hepner. Good morning, Paul.
Good morning, Frank, and good morning, everyone. Indeed, we will see more rain today, but not quite as much as what we had yesterday. In fact, here in the backyard, we picked up 1 solid inch of rain yesterday, and we have a shower overhead right now. Checking out the temperature here in the backyard, 42 degrees, so it's a cool morning, and showers are scattered throughout the region. Frank, I'll have more details on the rain coming up in just a few minutes.
Thank you very much, Paul. Wednesday's heavy rains that Paul talked about have indeed swelled some streams and creeks, but river watchers at the Luzerne County Communication Center expect no flooding problems from the Susquehanna River. Now, these are some pictures taken of the river just around dawn this morning from Wilkes-Barre. Officials say the river is at 11 feet right now, well below flood stage, and that by Friday morning it will swell to 16 or 17 feet, but still below the level for even low-level flooding. Officials tell us they aren't sure when the river will crest, but they do not expect any problems with the Susquehanna River in Wilkes-Barre. In fact, the only real problem associated with Wednesday's weather is wind damage, and that was primarily in Lackawanna County. But flooding in Scranton and Lackawanna County is what people will be talking about tomorrow night at a public meeting on flood protection. A number of local officials and representatives of the state and federal government will meet at the North Scranton Junior High School tomorrow at 7:30 to talk to people who are worried about future flooding in Scranton and Lackawanna County. Last November, you may recall, many parts of Lackawanna County were inundated after Hurricane Gloria. Now officials from all 40 Lackawanna County communities are hoping something can be done to prevent any future problems in that part of the area. That meeting, by the way, is open to the public. Well, if one Pennsylvania lawmaker has his way, your state income taxes will be going down soon. A state senator from Bucks County has introduced a bill to reduce the state income tax rate from 2.2% to 2.1%. Now, the bill would also chop the corporate income tax rate. Governor Richard Thornburg has been pushing for a tax cut because of a surplus of money in the state treasury. The bill will be voted on in Harrisburg later this year. State lawmakers and other officials are also hard at work trying to ease the liability insurance crunch in Pennsylvania. A temporary rule in effect now that restricts insurance companies from canceling liability policies midterms looks like it will now become permanent. A final vote on that proposal is expected today. Also, lawmakers are voting on bills that would put limits on certain contingency fees for lawyers and limit the liability of certain groups of people and change the way damages are calculated in Pennsylvania. As we first reported Monday, liability rates have doubled and tripled for some companies in Pennsylvania, and some industry officials blame huge awards in court as the reasons behind the increase. Still ahead on Newswatch 16 this morning, the Thursday morning Weather Watch forecast from the backyard with meteorologist Paul Hepner. Details of more showers when Newswatch 16 this morning returns, 24 before 7.
Does your hot dog have great meat taste?
This hot dog is too spicy.
Too smoky.
Mine tastes too mushy.
Try Cons. Cons has a great meat taste you're gonna love. Well?
Great.
Cons uses top quality meats, no fillers, no harsh flavorings, for that great meat taste you deserve. Well?
Cons taste great.
Try the great meat taste of Cons.
You're gonna love it.
South Dakota to Red Bank down Jersey way. It's red, white, and you all across the USA. Barbecues and pancakes, suppers, a red dress on a Saturday night. Real good times in your hometown, or one place on a cold, cold night. There's a feeling in this country, the real thing's coming through. Coca-Cola Classic, red, white, and blue.
Good morning, everyone. 22 minutes now before 7. More rain in the forecast. Good morning, Paul.
Good morning, Frank, and good morning, everyone. Well, you know what they say, April showers bring May flowers, right? We've had our share. Indeed, we picked up an inch of rain yesterday, and most of northeastern and central Pennsylvania picking up between 1 to 3 inches of rain, making it a good soaking rainstorm. The weather watchers this morning also report some rain, and we'll check in with Sandy Shook from Spring Mills in Center County, she has 40 degrees, overcast skies, and 9/10 of rain since yesterday. Jim Poncherry from Sugarloaf in Luzerne County reports 40 degrees this morning, moderate rain right now, and 1.7 inches since yesterday. And finally, Kathleen McAndrew up in Lennoxville reports a 44-degree reading this morning, and she also has some pretty steady rain. The backyard temperature also in the 40s, the lower 40s, 42 degrees. The relative humidity is 89%. We have a northeast wind this morning that's blowing at 8 miles per hour, so nothing like that 45-mile-an-hour breeze we had yesterday. The barometer 29.81 inches, and it's on the rise. Your sunrise and sunset times at 5:22 and 6:45. Looking at our satellite picture during the past several days, we're looking at a big storm system that has been spinning off to the east-northeast. It has not been a very fast-moving storm thanks to the other one that, remember, affected us last weekend. Well, that one has effectively plugged up the jet stream. So these storms just can't go anywhere. They're just grinding their way through. And as we check out the latest position, we have a low-pressure system that right now is just off the coast of New Jersey. Most of the heavier precipitation going up through New York State and through New England. But on the backside of it, looking at some colder air, travelers' advisories in effect for western Pennsylvania and portions of the mountains of West Virginia for some slushy snow this morning. That snow will stay out there. Looking out to the west, a nice band of fair weather extending down into Texas, and there's another storm that's drifting through the Rockies, some high winds out across Colorado. We'll check out the latest radar right now. It may be raining in your backyard, especially if you live in the eastern half of Pennsylvania. These dark areas here are moderate rain. The lighter areas are light rain. You can see we have some rain in the backyard up through Binghamton, New York, and just down to the south through portions of Allentown and Philadelphia. Further out to the west, we're looking at some snow. There it is by Pittsburgh, Johnstown, and up into Phillipsburg this morning, but not a bad day out there. There will be some accumulating snow right across the Laurel Highlands, but for us, we're looking at the rain continuing to move to the northwest, all right, around the storm system at 20 miles per hour, so we will be in and out of the showers as I see it for most of today, but not a real steady driving rain like what we had yesterday afternoon and last night. Most of the rain north of the storm center up into New England. Finally, tomorrow we'll get a little ridge of high pressure to come in, kick some of this stuff out. Temperatures will be going up into the 50s, a nice weekend before some of this moisture from the Colorado storm reaches us late Sunday or on Monday. So we'll sum it up into the forecast. It'll be dull and gray for today. Temperatures are going to hang in the 40s up across northern Pennsylvania. Windham 48 degrees, Mount Cobb. It's cold up there in higher elevations, 47 degrees, but Muncie will be warmer at 53 and Rebersburg 50. Looking for showers, a little bit windy today, but not as bad as yesterday. No wind damage. 50 degrees for a high today. Cloudy skies overnight tonight, so the showers will be ending, I'd say, around dinner time. Looking for a 38-degree low temperature. Clearing skies by noon tomorrow, 57 for the high. Sunshine both Saturday and Sunday. And Frank, we'll see April-like temperatures, readings between 60 and 65 degrees.
Well, we're going to have a lot of flowers in May. Your proverb is true. Thanks a lot, Paul. And Newswatch 16 this morning continues in a moment with more local news. We'll tell you about a meeting in Harrisburg today that might mean a water rate increase for some Luzerne County residents. And Newswatch 16's Bob Reynolds is in Pike County, where dog wardens are cracking down on unlicensed pets. Newswatch 16 this morning continues in a moment. It's 17 till 7.
80% of all dust, dirt, and grime can be stopped at your door. If the mat on the left is your mat, a tired, beat down, and supersaturated mat, you can see it's no longer effective in doing its job. The mat on the right is a clean, fresh Dempsey dirt grabber mat delivered to your business on a regular cycle. So you can see only clean, fresh mats are effective in capturing and holding dirt in place. Call Dempsey to start stopping dirt today. It will cost lots less than you think.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is an Oldsmobile Buyer's Alert. Now is the time to buy your 1986 Oldsmobile from the world of Ertley. Why Ertley? Price. Most of our cars have the old sticker prices. Save up to $600. Selection, over 300 old price cars in stock. No waiting for the model you want. Financing. At Ertley, we can offer special financing on all cars as low as 6.9%. But don't wait. Beat the price increase. The selection of these old-priced Oldsmobiles will not last long. At the world of Ertley, next to the Armory in Kingston.
If you live in Pike County, there is a crackdown underway on unlicensed dogs. And as Newswatch 16's Bob Reynolds explains now, hefty fines are going along with that crackdown.
These state dog wardens went door to door in Milford looking for unlicensed dogs. Some Pike County dog owners were told the $5 license fee is a lot cheaper than chancing a maximum $300 fine. Dog wardens insist having a pet license can save dog lovers headaches if Poochie runs away.
It can get their dog back if he wanders off, if he's lost. It's a means of identification. It's like a license plate on an automobile.
They have a loving dog that has no license. It goes to the Humane Society. If they don't find their dog, then the dog may be left out for adoption, or it may be put to sleep.
Those who run the Desson Animal Shelter near Honesdale say the toughest part of their job is being forced to destroy unwanted stray dogs.
Especially when you have them here as long as we do and get attached to them. You know, then just like having a pet of your own, which I have 3 now, so I can't take any more.
Most of the dogs here are strays. The lucky ones will be adopted. Others will be destroyed. Shelter officials say a lot of that could be eliminated if more people would license their dogs. Officials here tell me the situation is even worse when it comes to cats because there is no state law in the books concerning these animals. And of approximately 200 cats brought in last year, only 1 was returned to its owner. Bob Reynolds, Newswatch 16, Wayne County.
In one part of Lackawanna County, there's a new radio station on the air this morning, broadcasting from the campus of Keystone Junior College in La Plume. Now, the station signed on the air Wednesday. It broadcasts at 5:30 on the AM dial. And Harry West from WARM Radio is on hand to help the students and the faculty get things off to a good start. The new station will broadcast 7 days a week from noon until 6 p.m.
I'm really pleased. I'm really happy. I put a lot of hard work into it in the last couple of weeks to really get it to this point and that we could have our grand opening. It really seems positive. And like I said, I'm really enthused. I'm happy. And I'm kind of relieved because we finally opened.
Now, the call letters of the new station are WKJC, and it'll be heard within a 2-mile radius of Keystone Junior College. Jay Christopher is up next on Newswatch 16 this morning with his Sports Watch. All the baseball highlights and scores, including San Diego's win over the Dodgers. Sports Watch 16 is next, 11 before 7.
Get ready, Globe customers. The Globe Spring Sale is here. It's the biggest sale of the spring season. 3 exciting days. Now till 9 tonight and 10 till 9 tomorrow on Saturday. 11 hours each day. If you're a Globe Charge customer, you've already received our 36-page sale catalog. If you're not, come on in and pick up your copy of our spring sale catalog and see the savings you've been missing. Save, save, save at the Globe Spring Sale right now.
I love shopping at the Globe. We love shopping at the Globe.
Bruning Paints. Color your world with quality. No matter where you live or what kind of home you live in, bring out the best. Bruning for beauty that remains to be seen from the moment it's applied and for years after. Color every corner of your world and every kind of surface with a name known for quality for over 60 years. Bruning Paints. Our best is on sale now, so you can color your world and save.
National Paint and Supply Company, now with 2 locations, Wyoming Avenue, Wyoming, and North Main Avenue, Scranton.
Morning, everyone. 9 minutes before 7. Good morning, Jay.
Good morning, Frank, and good morning, everybody. There were 7 games on the American League schedule overnight. Only 4 of them really got off. There were 3 postponements because of cold or wet weather. On the coast, overnight, California's Ron Romanek fired a neat 2-hitter, shutting out the Seattle Mariners 4-0. First inning. Angels rookie Wally Joyner gets things started. He drives this one deep to right field. It goes into the second deck. Angels up 1-0. 4th inning, Ron Romanek gets some help. Alvin Davis with his drive deep to left. Back goes Brian Downing to the wall, and he one-hands it. Angels 4th now. It's Downing who gets robbed on this one. Watch this. His shot to the gap is hauled in by Seattle's Dave Henderson. He shags this one, and he's got it. But Rupert Jones is able to tag up, scored 2-0. Same inning, Reggie Jackson on third. Ron Wilfong rips the shot into right field. Here comes Reggie. It's 3-0 as they go on to beat Seattle 4-0. Romanek on a 2-hitter. Ron Kittle had a sacrifice fly, a single, a 3-run homer, and 4 RBIs to lead the Chicago White Sox past Detroit 10-4. Game action with the runners on second and third for the Sox. Bobby Bonillas cracks his first major league hit that brings in 1 run. Chicago put 4 more runs on the board in the second, 3 coming on Ron Kittle's first homer of the year here. They added 3 more in the third and were leading 10-4 in the 7th when Floyd Bannister hit Dave Collins with a pitch. Now, that was an answer for John Cangelosi being hit earlier in the game. Collins then charges the mound. The benches will empty, but no damage. The Sox went on to win at 10-4, their second win of the season. Elsewhere, Minnesota and Oakland went 10 innings before Gary Gaetti's home run settled the issue. The Twins snapped a 4-game losing streak by beating the A's 7-5 on Gaetti's 2-run shot off reliever Keith Anderson. There were 5 homers in all in that one. Action now. Oakland's Donnie Hill grabs hold of this pitch and sends it into the seats with a man aboard in the 6th. It's tied at 4 apiece. Then Minnesota's Mark Salas will get this shot for the Twins in the 8th inning after the A's had taken a 5-4 lead. The score now tied at 5. Then the big blow of the game, Gary Gaetti hits this 2-run homer in the 10th to win the game 7-5 over Oakland. On the scoreboard, Kansas City shuts down Boston 1-0. Minnesota beat Oakland 7-5 in 10. Baltimore, Toronto rained out. Texas at Milwaukee postponed cold weather, as was New York at Cleveland. Chicago dumped Detroit 10-4, and California shut down Seattle 4-0. 10 in a row, the Los Angeles Dodgers and San Diego Padres continue their curious streak of one-run decisions. Last night, the Padres got a pinch hit RBI single from Craig Nettles with 2 out in the bottom of the 9th to edge the Dodgers 2-1. Here's some of the action. Padres' Dave Dravecki is up. He laces this one to left center field. And wouldn't you know it, it's history. Padres lead at this point 1-0. 4th inning now, and Kenny Landreau has opened with a double with 2 outs. Cesar Cedeno lines this one down the 3rd baseline. It's fair. Landreau scores. We're tied at 1. 6th inning now. Landreau has opened with a double again with 1 out. Landreau is now on 3rd. Mike Marshall strikes out here, ending the threat. In the 9th inning, 2 on and 2 out. Tom Niedenfuer in relief. Pinch hitter Craig Nettles waits for the pitch and strokes this 3-2 pitch down the line. Say goodnight, L.A. The final, San Diego 2-1 over the Dodgers. Elsewhere in the National League, 7th and 8th inning home runs by Dave Concepcion led Cincinnati past Atlanta 5-3. Here's Davey's first shot. In the top of the 7th inning, with the bases empty, his shot tied the score at 1-all. Now Tracy Jones at bat. He brings in Eric Davis with a sacrifice fly you'll be seeing momentarily, and this will break the tie in the top of the 7th. And there it is. In the 8th half for the Reds, Concepcion again, with the bases empty, steps to the plate, and he rips this shot out of the park to give the Reds the 5-3 victory. On the scoreboard, St. Louis at New York postponed rain. Houston topped San Francisco 4-1. Pittsburgh at Philly rained out. Cincinnati tripped Atlanta 5-3, and San Diego nipped Los Angeles again 2-1. Fishing game forecast. Oh my goodness, Frank, that went off the board. 7 o'clock looks like a good time, though it's not guaranteed.
That's for the trout fishermen. Thanks a lot, Jay. Newswatch 16 this morning continues in a moment with the latest on our Weather Watch forecast.
Tommy Lasorda here, introducing the Honda All-Stars. We've got quite a team this year. Leading off and cutting the infield down the side, the Honda Lawn Mower. In the outfield, covering left, center, and right, the Honda Lawn Tractor. Tearing up those baselines, the Honda Tiller. And the Honda Generator, the real power in the lineup. Without it, I wouldn't have any fans.
Visit these Honda power equipment dealers during Honda's All-Star Week, April 17th through 27th.
Black Cadillac, please. Right away, sir.
Excuse me. I believe that's my Buick.
Today, it's not easy to distinguish yourself from the crowd.
The Lincoln Town Car, please. Yes, sir.
But Lincoln builds luxury cars that stand apart. So whether you choose the Town Car, the Continental, or the Mark 7, you'll know there's nothing like a Lincoln. Lincoln, what a luxury car should be.
Good morning, everyone. If you're just joining us, 2 minutes before 7, here again, our top story. The heavy rains we've had over the last several hours have swelled some streams and creeks in the area, but officials expect no problems with the Susquehanna River. They say by Friday morning, the river level will be about 16 or 17 feet, and that is well below flood stage. But we are getting some more rain today. Isn't that right, Paul?
That's right. Some heavy showers are in eastern Pennsylvania right now, Frank. They'll be on and off today. Again, some of the streams may get a little bit full, but temperature-wise, about 50 for a high.
All right, and we'll be back at 7:25 with more local news, weather, and sports. Good Morning America and ABC News next. Have a good day, everyone.